It's been a really funny week on Twitter. Everybody had to let me know about the headlines on ESPN.com, on NBA.com about Josh Smith, J Smoove. They had titles like Smoove Move. The Hawks have told numerous teams that they're trading Josh Smith. Who gets the talented Hawk? And as you know, nobody was moved. No big names were moved this year with the trade deadline. So then the headlines changed. It said, no Smoove move. No trade for Josh Smith. You want to know why there was no Smoove move? Because he ain't Chris Smoove, baby. Oh, he ain't Chris Smoove, baby. Nothing really happened at the trade deadline this year. It was kind of a shocker because usually on the last day there's a lot of shot clock cheese deals going on, but nothing happened. And I think the biggest shocker had to be the Utah Jazz. A lot of people expected them to trade Paul Millsap because he's going to be a free agent. They might not be able to re-sign him. And instead of getting nothing, maybe they could get something in return. A lot of people thought, okay, trade him to the Clippers. But if you think about it, that would have been a noob move, because if you trade him to the Clippers, you're just going to make the Clippers even better, and you're competing with the Clippers in your own conference. You know, why do that? And then, of course, they're hoping that Mo Williams comes back. So let's say they do trade Millsap, because eventually they'd have the same problem where they'd have too many guards. They'd have Mo Williams, Bledsoe, or whoever else they would have gotten from Millsap. But the reason why I think the Jazz didn't make the trade is because they don't want the Lakers to make the playoffs this season. So Millsap, he's in the starting lineup. So even though they do have a lot of bigs on that team and their rotation, they're pretty deep at those big positions. You know, Millsap is in the starting lineup, and it's working. It's working for the Jazz. You know, you put Mo Williams back in there, and, you know, they feel like they're going to secure their playoff spot, and they're going to be able to do pretty well. But if they trade Millsap and it goes wrong, you know, then all of a sudden, what if they start losing games and they fall out of the race, and then they allow a team like the Lakers, the struggling Lakers, to make the playoffs? So I think the reason they didn't make the trade is because they figure if they just stay like this, they got a big enough lead on the Lakers that they're not going to be the reason why the Lakers make the playoffs. So it's going to have to be the Houston Rockets. You know, the Houston Rockets are going to have to slip up to let the Lakers make the playoffs. So I think that's why they didn't make any moves. And this race to the playoffs is pretty interesting because Kobe Bryant, he already came out and said, of course, we're going to make the playoffs. So he's guaranteeing that the Lakers get back into the hunt and they make the playoffs. But every game is important, because every time the Houston Rockets or the Utah Jazz win, the Lakers have to win, because if they lose, it's not helping them. And then even when the Lakers win, if the Jazz or the Rockets win, then nothing happens as well. So this is why you have to watch every single Lakers game until the playoffs start. If you have NBA League Pass, you know, you have to watch all their games. That's what I'm doing. I'm watching every single game, because if they don't make the playoffs, you want to see how it happens. You want to see the breakdown of Dwight Howard, the breakdown of Kobe. And if it does happen, you want to see the greatness of Kobe, the greatness of Dwight Howard. You want to see how they do it. You want to see their reactions. Their last game against the Blazers, you know, that was a perfect example, because Lillard was doing it again. Lillard was scoring in the clutch, keeping the game close, and I thought the Blazers were going to win. And then, you know, Metta World Peace got a steal. He got an and-one. And then, you know, Kobe hit a shot. So it was really interesting just to watch it all unfold. Today they're going to play the Dallas Mavericks. The Dallas Mavericks are behind the Lakers. So this is going to be a big game. You got to watch that. The shot clock cheese for the Lakers is very possible because their schedule is very easy right now. They only have, it seems, a few more games with really good teams, and all the other games are very favorable. Now, the Rockets, on the other hand, to close out the season, their schedule is difficult. So they're going to be they're going to be playing all the good teams. They're only going to play a bad team every once in a while. So this race to the playoffs, it's going to be very entertaining. You got to watch the Rockets and the Lakers and see what happens. Now, if the Rockets choke and don't make the playoffs, and they allow the Lakers to get the 8th seed, then I'm going to blame it on Patrick Beverley. Because ever since they got Patrick Beverley, they started to lose a little more often than they normally would. Because before they had him, they were streaking. They were doing really good. Everyone's like, ooh, Houston Rockets. But since they got Patrick Beverley, they've been up and down. I mean, James Harden, he's still doing his thing. And he's showing everybody that the Thunder, they should have started him. James Harden should have been starting for the Thunder. And hey, maybe they should have re-signed him, or maybe not. I don't know. Because Kevin Martin, I mean, he's doing okay. But James Harden, he's an all-star. So why not have 3 all-stars, run them together? Yeah, the bench would have been kind of weak, but the offense would be so much better when you have James Harden and Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook out there. So that's enough NBA talk for right now. I got a lot of my career videos to release, so I figure why not let something like this fly every once in a while. Now, I don't know if you've noticed, but in this game, I'm using a new signature skill. I'm using Scrapper. The reason I'm using Scrapper is because I've been playing a lot of My Team lately, and I use it in My Team, and it works great. So I said, hey, why not try it out? So I took off Ankle Breaker. And as you can see in this video and in future videos I have, I'm still getting ankle breakers even though I'm not using ankle breakers. So really, I don't need to use that signature skill. I can use something else. And Scrapper is actually really nice. It really is. It helps out with the steals. This is actually my 2nd game in a row getting a triple-double. And in this game, I get it with steals. Last game, I got it with rebounds. This game, it was with robbing my enemies, robbing the other team. And look at it. You know I've been playing My Team because, look, I go in the post. I do a Hakeem the Dream shake. I'm doing dance moves in the post like Hakeem the Dream. My Team is rubbing off on me. And one thing I love about Scrappers, anytime there's a loose ball, you move so fast. Because don't you hate it when you knock the ball loose and it feels like the CPU, they know exactly where the ball is going to go. They react immediately. Well, when you have Scrapper, you react immediately as well because it increases your speed for those moments. And right there, I don't know what I was doing. I don't know why I tried to throw a oop there. I mean, in this game, I'm practically just fooling around. Our team is so good that in these games, I'm just fooling around now. It's unbelievable. We're on a mean winning streak right now. It kind of reminds me of the winning streak I was on in 2K12 at the end of the season when we couldn't lose with the shoes. And you see how when I knocked the ball loose, the Scrapper signature skill lit up? I'm loving Scrapper. Now, I didn't actually get the rebounds in this game. As you can see, I only have 4 rebounds. But in the upcoming games, I'm going to get another triple-double with rebounds. I'm going to get 2 more, actually. I get 3 in a row. 3 triple-doubles in a row. So this is the 2nd one in a row. My next game, I get another one with rebounds. And then I failed on the 4th game. But then on the 5th game, I'm right back with another triple-double. So I don't know if it's because of Scrapper. Because the first game where I got the triple-double, I didn't have Scrapper. I still had Ankle Breaker. So maybe I don't need Scrapper. But look, I definitely don't need Ankle Breaker. Because look at that Ankle Breaker. Maybe you don't need any of the signature skills. Maybe the signature skills are just a placebo effect. I don't know. But here's the game. It was a pretty good game. I finished with 40 points, 22 assists, 10 steals.
You picked up a total of 22 assists. That was an incredible passing display. My question is this the kind of game that you strive for, or did it just happen?
Well, I always strive to have a great game no matter what. And I don't try and go out of my way to get assists or anything because I know that isn't how you play the game properly. Look, I'm not going to name names, but I get the feeling that there are a few guys in the league that worry more about their stats than actually playing good basketball. and it shows up in their play. But whatever, man, I'm getting off topic. Really, it just felt good to get the win. So let's go with that and move on.